Shalom, Israel. I want to start by giving all glory and honor praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakadash. I'm a brother, I'm a one down in Tempe, Florida, from the camp of prophets in Babylon. Come with another quick hit through the spirit power, Yahweh Shemel Shai. We're willing to edify and feed the sheep. Double honor to those an apostle, great millstone, who teach and move all. Peace and blessings to the brothers who push us work in sincerity, to the scattered abroad. Today's class was something I was just meditating on since this morning. I was, just letting the spirit flow, and it led me to just some exhorting, to the Akim and you Aquathim that's listening, going into, the outward man perishing, man. All right, but the inward man renewed day by day, because, continuously in this truth, we go through certain hells and conditions and infirmities, all right, afflictions and chastisements, but ultimately it's all for the betterment within our spirit to grow and be closer to the Lord, and to be better in these positions that we are in, So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Once again, Lord, one of this is edifying and exhort to you, Aquathim is listening. Hopefully it don't cut off on me. Usually does. There it is. It says, give me just a second. I might as well grab up to this. This is spirit too. Can't mind. But this is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16. And by the way, this is walk and talk. All right. It says, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Because we're constantly, like I said before, we're constantly going through, that hell, all right, catching hell and going through these situations where ultimately it's just to mostly get you in the spirit, man, okay, to get you focused and get you staying in the spirit, all right, because when you're going through all this hell, you know that the Lord is dealing with you, all right, because when you, like the scripture says, the Lord said he chastises the ones he loves, all right. So when you're going through things, that chastisement, that's not something that's just, a good thing. It's something that it's an affliction, something that you would get put through, all right? So when it goes into that chastisement, you are getting morally improved or corrected, throughout the impurities that are attached to us, man. Okay, the things that's not right. So when you think about it, and it says, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, the inward man is renewed day by day. Like I said, like when you think about it, you actually getting a fatter, you're getting a fatter reward before going through these afflictions, man. It's like you're going through these, catching this hell. You're getting it for a better outcome, all right, a better version of yourself. And that's ultimately what we want. We want a better version of ourselves in this truth, because we're coming to times where things are going to not have to move off of this flesh, but move off of the spirit, and depend and rely on Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right. But as I read on, it says verse 17, for our light affliction, which it says, which is but for a moment. So this condition, like you might be having mental situations, you might have a thorn in your flesh, some type of infirmity, all right, you might have a certain hell that you might be dealing with, or whatever the case might be. The scripture says, which is a light affliction, all right, which is for but a moment. So these things are going to eventually be uplifted, but for the meantime, it's for a moment that we have to deal with it, And Lord willing, Yahweh Shemel Shai will have to zah that we get, to be in those positions of seeing this place come crumbling down, and being delivered, man. We, Lord willing, we be of that elect, man. That's why brothers say hope for elect, because we hope to be of that elect, man. hope to be that 144,000, because the things that we're going through, all right, it's a greater reward on the other side. All right, but as the scripture says, it says for our light affliction. So this is considered a light affliction, man. All right. It says, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding. So way out of our, just out of the mind, man. The Lord's far out. It says an eternal weight of glory. So what we're going through is ultimately working out good, or working out something good on the other end of this light affliction, man. All right, for that is for but a moment. You see, and that's what comes to mind when brothers, dealing with their sufferings and stuff like that, or having patience and things that we deal with, because we know ultimately it's working out something good. Whether it be, a better mindset, focus, a certain discipline, a certain hell, whatever it might case be, that it's working out. Whatever you're going through is working out something better on the other end, man. And ultimately, that's us receiving things, in the spirit. Imagine that, being able to go through this light affliction, go through all these situations, all right, and then gaining, everlasting life, all right, gaining those spiritual powers, receiving those things that are, that we always I've thought about, man. And prior to that is even a grain of sand to compare to what the Lord is going to bless his elect man with, because the Lord's far out. Verse 18, it says, while we look not at the things which are seen, this current system, man, this current situation, think about the things that's in this world. All right, everybody can have it, man. They can deal with it. They can do whatever they please, man, because at the end of the day, as it read on, it says, Slakia says, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. And that's, spiritual things, man. Brothers see themselves and being in, their rightful mind, having spiritual powers, rejoicing, just a whole nother mind frame, in the spirit. It says, for the things which are seen are temporal. So they can have it, because at the end of the day, these things are temporal. You see, what we're meditating on is going to be for forever. All right, what they're meditating on is temporal, so it's temporarily. This rulership of Esau, Edom's kingdom is temporarily. It's not going to last that long. He having it good, him being wicked as hell, him promoting wickedness, him doing all these things that's just provocative and terrible and evil. All right, all these people that's been kicking their feet up, enjoying their temporary lives, living how they want to freaking live it, man. Do as thou wilt, spirit. They all in that spirit. Well, guess what? All of it's temporary. That's why the scripture, roughly paraphrased, tells us, for we use the world but not abuse the world. For the fashion of this world shall pass away. So that passing away is coming, man. All right, the temporary of this rulership is crumbling in front of our eyes as we see it. Esau is having trouble with this. I'm gonna let this truck go by. Esau is having trouble with this kingdom, man. All right, ultimately because this word is going out. All right, through the spirit part about Shemel Shad, man. They having trouble, man. They getting nervous. So all this leading to their temporarily rulership being brought down, and the things that we have constantly meditated on 24/7, 365 days, a year, it's going to come to pass. But even greater, read it on. But the things which are not seen are internal. So, like I said, things that we have sat here and meditated on over and over and over and over are not only going to be eternal, but are going to be greater than these mortal minds can even think of. You know, brothers going to live forever, be young forever, have many wives, get to experience your king, you get to experience that king mindset, that true masculine, you know, get the experience of feeling what it feels like to have be in that power seat, man. You know, ruling over these devils, man. Having them build up what you want them to build. You want a freaking palace made. They gonna have to fucking do it, man. You know, Salakia for my French. All right, but that's what it is. They gonna have to freaking do it, man. You tell them to you know what I'm saying? You tell them to do what they need to do. They gonna freaking do it, or they gonna be put to death, man. It's not gonna be none of that bulk up and trying us and none of that shit no more, man. Brothers gonna feel that eternally, feeling that power seat, man, forever. No more of that disrespectful woman getting out of order. No, all to hell with all that. That shit gonna be thrown out, man. All women gonna be in order. These other nations gonna be in order. We gonna be everything gonna be straight. It's gonna be in order, man, and in righteousness. And we're gonna live like kings forever. You know? We're gonna live like kings forever. We're gonna always give all glory and all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know? We're gonna be able to keep our keep our laws, statutes, commandments, because the Lord's gonna put that within our hearts. You know, within our minds. You know, we're gonna never go off. All these things that we meditate internally, you know, or we meditate, you know, daily and day in and night, are gonna be eternal. That's what that's what we hope for. That's what the light affliction that we deal with. That's why we're able to get through these things, ultimately because we think about this. We focus on it. And the scripture talk about seek the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. And we hold strong on these comforting words, because why? These things are actually going to be added unto us. It's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. And none of this shit is going to slide no more. Esau going to be a slave to us, man. Brothers going to have personal slaves. Man, it's going to be freaking serious, man. It's going to be crazy. All right? Brothers going to be able to rejoice with brothers. Going to be able to pull up to a brother's, pull up to a brother's planet. You know, pull up to his crib in a chariot, man. See, we wait for these things, man. And we hoping to be of that elect, because they're going to receive it all and more. All right? But, you know, that was on my spirit. Lord willing, is exhorting and uplifting to you, Akim, and brothers that's listening, and sisters that's listening. Just a little quick hit through the spirit part about Shema Shai. All right, and this is edifying to you, and it's edifying to the elect. Until next time, I say, Shalom. GTA Bible Ball soon.